Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, 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 everybody in the world who's watching this video. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope that their morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are, I hope that it is full of something that you want it to be. Today, I just got done drinking some tea, so right now I'm just drinking my watermelon juice. So as always, we're going to do our gratitude journaling. Boom. Our money mindset gratitude journal. And we're also going to talk about how we can manifest with today's moon cycle. Yesterday was the Capricorn full moon. And so today we obviously will have the waning Capricorn moon. So how exciting. It's going to be the waning gibbous Capricorn moon. So we'll talk about how you can manifest with today's moon cycle. Maybe if you didn't get to catch yesterday's moon cycle to manifest, you have today's. So we'll look into that. Let me see. So let's look at what today's prompt is. So this is today's prompt. I hope you can see it. I think also I might need to start doing the delayed start. So like coming on here and then like waiting to start talking, like just doing stuff and then coming back. Because I notice most people come around like 3-5 minute mark. People start coming in. So I'm going to go over this now. You might hear me go over it again. When I tell you where I am, it's been raining like crazy every single day. Like, it's crazy. But today's prompt says, how has money flowed to me recently in expected or unexpected ways? What can I appreciate about the ease or surprise of that moment? Wealth multiplies when you trust yourself with it is today's quote. Wealth multiplies when you trust yourself with it. Do you trust yourself with wealth? That's a good question to really think about. Hello, hello. Because a lot of people say they want money and they don't trust themselves. There's actually this song that I really, really like. It's called Ola, O-L-A exclamation mark by Babyface Ray. And in that song, they sing, I can't trust myself with wealth. Let me show you the lyrics. I love the song, but I be like, dang. Why are there so many songs called Ola? Hi. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing this morning, afternoon, evening? How y'all doing? I had to stay up all night. Why you had to stay up all night? I'm so sorry you had to stay up all night. Why? I did not stay up all night, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I stayed up until like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Why he don't have the lyrics? Like, he don't have the lyrics written out anywhere. Like, what if somebody wants to hear the lyrics, read the lyrics to the song? How am I supposed to know the lyrics to the song if you ain't got the lyrics to the song? We gotta, he gotta do some work. Put the lyrics somewhere. Y'all, how y'all doing today? So I can keep track of a family member called. She had to stay with her niece, and I wanted to keep sure if she didn't call for information about her niece, that will happen, and I'm doing good. Okay, so you like babysitting, and you wanted to make sure you were available to the people who you was looking after their child. Well, I'm glad that you're doing good. That makes me happy. It makes me happy when I hear people are doing well. Anywho, the lyrics, he don't have the lyrics nowhere for some reason. Stay up in case. Okay. When you gonna get some good sleep? I'm doing really well, I'm not gonna lie. I feel pretty happy today. Like, I woke up, I drank my tea outside, you know. I'm trying to start like some new habits to support getting up and staying up. Because, you know, like when you don't have a lot to do, which I do have a lot to do, sometimes you just be like, okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep, and then you sleep all day. So I don't want to do that with my life. So I've been implementing like habits like get up, make the bed, you know, brush your teeth, wash your face, do anything you need to do with the face, get my tea, go sit outside, breathe for a second before the day start. Hello, hello, hello. And, you know, I've been doing my gratitude journaling on live every single day. So really implementing this daily habit has also given me the desire to get up and do something. And then knowing that I actually have so much to do also gives me the desire to get up and do something. I don't think it's rude. I'm not one of the people who think it's rude. I'm 26. I am 26 years old. How old are you? Thank y'all for saying hi. I appreciate the highs when y'all come in. We're gonna go ahead and get started. We're about 7 minutes in. Girl, what that mean? You 22? No, wait. One program said 22. Okay, welcome in. And you're 13. Okay. Well, it's never too early to learn how to get your money mindset. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sun Dottie. Hi, everybody. You're never too young to learn how to get your money mindset. So, as I'm always telling you guys, at the end of the day, wow, the thunder is just rolling in. Just rolling in. Like I said, as I'm telling you guys all the time, gratitude just means goodwill. That means good desires, good wants, good wishes, good thoughts. Good meaning supportive to who you want to be, who you're becoming. Good does not mean like pay later. I don't use pay later. I think that pay later is something that if it supports your like budget, then use whatever you need to use. But it depends on the interest fees that are attached to it. Sometimes people be like, okay, pay later. And then, like, for instance, one time I took out a loan with PayPal, and they had to like, you don't have to pay on interest for like 6 months, and after 6 months you have interest. Well, I was ignorant. I didn't realize what that really looked like, felt, and meant. So when I took the loan out, once it got to that 6 month part, I had like a 20% interest. It was so high. So literally I'm paying it back, and at the same time, the same amount that I'm paying is damn near the same that is being added on every single month. I'm being dramatic, but still it felt that way. So it depends on your budget, how soon you plan on paying it off, if you have the capability to pay it off, if you just taking money out because you don't have it at all. Because it gets to a point where if you don't have it at all, then you shouldn't be using it pay later. that means you should go be looking for other free resources. Let's say you need food. There's food banks. That's free resources to get food. There are free resources to get free Wi-Fi if you don't have the finances. There are free resources out there. Sometimes it does take a little bit of time to research. Also, going to your local library to research some of these things, that's free. There's a library in almost most areas. So I would say be careful doing pay later if you don't have it, because it can come to bite you in the later. But at the same time, that is kind of what got me into focusing more on my money, was because I went through a phase where I was spending money that should have been going somewhere else. So today's prompt said, how has money flowed to me recently in expected or unexpected ways? What can I appreciate about the ease of surprise of that moment? Have y'all had money come in unexpectedly? I want to know. Has any money come in unexpectedly? Are expected. You can tell me expected. If you don't have unexpected experiences, you can do expected. No, I am 10 years old. You still ain't getting no money at 10? Your parents not giving you no money for doing chores? Your grandparents not giving you no money when you go visit them? Your aunts and uncles not giving you no money? Not even a quarter? You can't give it a quarter out your aunt and uncle? Oh my God, my eye. No, money broke, grandma dead. So that means that you in the right place. Because if the people around you broke, you better be careful. Because you have a high chance of growing up broke too. I'm sorry about your loss for your grandma, though. I'm sorry about that. But start working on your money mindset now. Start working on the money mindset now. Because you don't want to be like broke people. Because then you ain't going to be able to be that happy. You can be a little happy. But when you ain't got no money, worries come in. How you going to pay? How you going to pay? How you going to do this? What if you want to go up to the store and get some ice cream? You can't get no ice cream. Even at 10 years old. Like, I'm sorry I keep scratching my eye. I literally, like, my eye. It's like, I'm like, I can't do it. Oh my God. Do you know why I gotta go to school? Because if you don't go to school, you're not gonna know the basic things of life. Especially if your family not gonna teach you. There are some basic things that you learn in school. They don't always tell you the reason why we learn them. The people be like, okay, they give you money for school, is what it sounds like you're saying. You gotta go to school to learn. If you don't learn those basic things, it's gonna be hard to have things to build off from when you want to learn something a lot more advanced. You know, even in geometry, there are some things that you don't realize that they connect to other, I'm gonna call them concepts. You may not understand what that means yet, but they connect. And if you can learn one thing and you can connect it to another, that's intelligence, and you can build from there. So learn and understand what's going on. You may not understand why you learning it, but learn it now. Let's get into it. How has money flowed to me recently in expected or unexpected ways? So I get paychecks expectedly, bi-weekly. But no lessons. That means you need to go to a new school. Start trying to manifest going to a better school. There's a better school somewhere around you, baby. Start manifesting it. And they probably gonna have money too. Hello. It's a lot of raining. Mongolia. Hi, lovely child. Welcome back. I see when I come on in the afternoon, it's a lot of kids. How y'all doing, my kids? What do y'all want to learn today? This is English. I'm writing in my journal. I'll tell you guys about it in just a second. You don't know how to do what? Y'all can ask me whatever questions that y'all want to ask me. It's okay, Tong Noon. Even people who speak English mess up. That was perfect for me. Perfect language. You're doing well. So, y'all, Y'all ready? Are y'all ready? So today was a pretty simple prompt. Remember, the quote at the bottom says, wealth multiplies when you trust yourself with it. So I really want y'all to ask yourselves today, do you trust yourself with wealth? Do you trust yourself with large amounts of money? If somebody gave you $1 million right now, do you feel like you'll be able to use that money and spend that money and invest that money in the right places that will build you to become the better version of yourself? You should do both. Do both. Tangoon, do both. And keep doing it and see which one you like to do and see which one your audience like from you. And then as you keep doing both, you'll be able to realize, okay, this one is the one that keeps getting the most views, and I like to do this one. Or one may get the most views and you like to do the other, so you keep doing both. Or you over time, as you keep doing both, you realize, well, I only want to do just this one, and then you end up just doing that one. So do both until you figure out which one is best for you and for your platform, for your audience. So money flows to me very much expectedly most of the time, but I am open to unexpected things coming my way. But this has said recently, so I wasn't able to really just think about anything previously. I'm only focused on things within maybe this month or two. And from my memory, I don't really have any unexpected money coming. I don't remember any unexpected money coming in within the past couple of months. But I do get paid, so I'm expecting those paychecks. And one thing I can say that was unexpected is that I had to return an order, and I didn't realize how much I paid for that order. So when I got the return back, I was like shocked, like, oh, it was that much? I didn't even realize it was that much. But I was happy to get that much back because I was like, I probably should have kept that money anyways because I'm spending money in these other areas. So it was unexpected to receive as much as I did. But yeah, when I receive like expected money, I feel really relaxed and at rest. Like having expected money, you know, like you expect the money, it's like, oh, like, okay, like it's just like it's norm. It's your normal. Like, okay, it's coming on this day, and I can plan. Like when I have expected money, I know what I'm gonna do. Like I'm like planning. Like, okay, I'm gonna do this with this money. I'm gonna do this with this money. Like I start thinking about what I'm gonna do with the money, and I like the fact that I'm even thinking about this because I didn't realize my mind was gonna go to this place, thinking about this prompt. But even when you're trying to manifest money, start planning what you're going to do with the money you're manifesting. Because that's what you would do with expected money anyway. No matter if it was $5 or if it was $1,000. If you have expected money, not random to me. It's never random things for me. It always means something to me. I don't know. Random just feel like I'm just doing stuff for no reason. It's never random for me. But yeah, like if you want to manifest money, start expecting where that money is going to go to. Start creating a budget. Start doing all the things. Write it down. I'm going to do those things. Seriously. Like, where do I want money to go to? Well, number one, my business. I want to invest in my business. Number two, I want a new apartment. I want an apartment with a sunroom in a garage. Because I need light. I need lights. I need lights. I need the sunlight to come in. And I want to have somewhere to park where I can just drive in, get out my car, and go into my house. So a sunroom and a garage is what's on my list. And what else do I want my money to go to? I want to invest more. I want to invest more into retirement, into CDs, stocks, and bonds. I want to invest more in those. Bye. Have a good day, baby. I want my money to go into self-care and personal investments. So invest more into like LASIK. I want LASIK one day. I like the glasses, but self-care routines. So massages, mani-pedi, facials, Reiki, acupuncture. So I am expecting a certain amount of money so that I can be at ease and make that money flow into these areas of my life. I'm still trying to figure out the apartment that I want to move to. So I'm still looking at apartments. So I don't have a real budget. But if I was to say a budget, I'll say about $1,500 for an apartment like that. I think that's an okay price for an apartment like that. So this prompt just did something to me that I didn't expect it would do. It shifted my mindset on how I deal with expected money. And I'm trying to expect more money in my life. You know, I like the unexpected money. Cool. Unexpected money is cool. But I want to expect more money into my life. So that's what I will be doing. And when you expect money and you know what you're going to do with that money, wealth multiplies when you trust yourself with it. Do you trust yourself with the money that you're expected to have? So, like I told you in previous videos, y'all, what am I trying to say, y'all? Having money is like having like rivers and lakes. You have different homes for your money all the time, even mentally. You may not physically have it in the real life, but mentally you should know, I want this money to live here. I want this money to live here. And then you create the avenue for the money to flow in that direction. You don't even have to have the money yet. If you create the avenue, the money will eventually come because you're saying, I'm expecting this to happen. So I'm going to get more into that on a different day. And we'll come back tomorrow. This was day 9 of gratitude journaling. Remember, if you're interested in this journal, you're interested in doing this with me, go down below. It's on Amazon. They will ship it to you. And this is how much we've done so far together. This is how much we got together. So I'm super excited to get to the last page that says congratulations. I'm super excited to get there. I love the last few pages because it's just cute to me. So I like today's prompts. I really did. It's definitely giving me something to think about while I go and do more work after this. Let's talk about how to manifest with the waxing gibbous moon in Capricorn. Remember, Capricorn is like work. If you've been wanting to manifest a job, this is the time. You can manifest anything any day. But symbologically, if we're looking at the symbols around us and we want to exert less effort, because that's what humans want to do, is exert less effort, we use our resources. And so knowing that today is a day where symbologically, y'all don't talk about what I'm saying, just listen to the words. Don't talk about how I'm saying it. Just listen to what I'm saying. You're going to exert less energy if you feel like there is an external source exerting that energy for you. So there is an external source exerting an energy for you. Let's ride the wave. Let's ride the wave, okay? So waning gibbous moon in Capricorn. So let's get into it. Are y'all ready? It's about building legacy for descendants. On today's moon, we take a hard look at what our family, kin, our clan, blood, our chosen needs in order to do better, and what work we are willing to do to achieve that goal. We also take a hard look at who we are willing to exclude because their presence will not give enough of a return to justify the work needed to sustain them. And we also look at the standards on which we base that decision. We should also take a hard look at our own reputations and that of our group, and of how this impacts our ability to function in the world. This is also a good moon for doing work that may be uncomfortable, but that one is duty bound to carry out to ensure the protection of one people. So if you were born on the waning gibbous Capricorn moon, you probably have been in positions of authority, and you are willing to deal with outsiders in order to protect your family. Oh, I can see you being like the big guy who walks outside when something's happening to break it up. To be like, what's going on? Actually, they have a hard time valuing anyone unless they are family. So if they value you, it's because they mentally made you family in their minds. Reputation means a lot to them. It's said that Capricorn is cautious because he doesn't want to do anything he'll have to live down. No, not regret, live down. And this is especially true for grandfather moons. These people have a tendency to be a workaholic and need to remember that the joy of family is why they started down the path in the first place. And if they get no joy, there's no point. They very much want to be seen as respected authority, although their familial way of trying to achieve this tends to make them constant advice factories. People who don't care about their reputation confuses them, and it appears somehow unseemly to them. Asking them for advice about something and actually taking it warms their hearts. So if you was born on this moon phase, go hang out with your family. Don't think about work for like 2 days. Go on a vacation, hang out with your family. That's what it's giving. But if you're wanting to manifest on this moon, let's talk about it. Waning gibbous moon. So waning gibbous is the energy dying down from the full moon. So, you know, we've done all this preparing, we've done all this practicing, refining, and then boom, now the moon is full, and you get to kind of experience it all. You get to celebrate all your hard work. So now it's dying down. It's dying down from the celebration. You can still reflect and stuff, but now this is a time for releasing, reflecting, and letting go of what no longer serves your goals. Hey, Samaya, girl, how you been, baby? So if we're looking at what we just talked about with the waning gibbous moon in Capricorn, we saw that one of the main themes of people born on that day with the Capricorn moon is that they easily know who to include and who not to include. Who's going to be worth it, who's going to not be as worth it, right? And so that is what you're doing. You may not be doing that with people, but you're doing that with your goal. So let's say we're talking about many people have been wanting to manifest a job. Oh, I love that you're doing well, baby. Many people have been wanting to manifest a job lately, right? It's Capricorn energy, boom. What is not worth it? Are you willing to go into the jobs and go see the faces and talk to the people, the managers, the bosses? Or is that just not worth it? Are you willing to go and apply to 5,000 jobs? Or do you feel like it would be better for you to just apply to 5 jobs? So this is a time where you start reflecting, what is worth it for me to achieve my goal? What energy do I not need to exert if I really want to achieve this goal? So again, waning gibbous is a time for releasing, reflecting, letting go of what no longer serves your goals. The Capricorn moons can create an energy of workaholic. So don't get in the mindset of I have to do. Get into the mindset of how can I get this done while releasing the least energy, while not releasing as much energy, by not doing as much, but still get this done with quality and everybody still being able to feel good about it. Does anybody want me to support them in manifesting something? using this moon. If anybody has any specifics, I can give some advice on what you can do to manifest today on this moon. Everybody manifests things differently. I do a lot of mindset, mental work to manifest, because I believe that I am who I want to be. And what's blocking me is my own mental behavior, is what I believe. So I like to do a lot of mental work, and I do that mental work through through candle work, through journaling, through visualization, through affirming, through scripting, through all those things is how I do my manifestations. But people are different. Everybody does things differently. So if you want to do something differently and it makes complete sense to you, then I say do it. I say do it. If I was to manifest something today, which, let's see, what can I manifest? Okay. So I want to manifest more support, because this is actually aligned to where Capricorn is in my birth chart. What I want for myself, I want to manifest more support. So now I have to ask myself, what can I release that is not supporting me in getting more support? So this is, sometimes you got to sit and you got to think. You got to think like, what is it? What is really holding me back? Mind you, it's talking about the moon is at 29 degrees. If you know, you know. Depends. Okay. So, releasing. What can I release? What can I release? What can I reflect on? Well, as I'm reflecting, I'm thinking about all the support that I have received that was unexpected support, but it was necessary for me to be a better person. And I have a sleep coach that I've been talking to, and talking to her has really motivated me and supported me in improving my sleeping patterns. You know, I've had a motivational coach, you know, going to therapy. These are things that have supported me. Maybe not in the exact way that I'm seeking right now, but that it is still support. It is still support. So what is no longer serving my goal? What is no longer serving my goal? And I'm not gonna lie, these are the type of things where it's like, I'll be like, okay, I need to sit down and really think. But sitting in front of y'all and thinking about this, it makes me want to rush through my thinking. Like, okay, let me hurry up and say it so people can, you know. So let me just relax. I do feel like this is one of those things that I need to think on during the day. Release any blocks or negative influences hindering your progress. I've been doing this anyways. I've been really working on doing this anyways, a lot of this. So let me just tell you what I did, because I just did a journal prompt last night releasing certain things. I'm trying to release impatience. So there you go. I'm trying to release impatience and anxiety around my goal of receiving this. So I've been doing the journal prompts to, you know, not even journal prompts, but the emotional regulation techniques that I provide for y'all. I do that every night anyways. And that's what I've been doing so that I can release and get my goal. So I guess what I'll do tonight is the same thing. I will do the same thing tonight about my goal. but you now know like what you can release it. So it doesn't have to just always be a mindset or an emotion that you're releasing. Sometimes you do need to release people. Sometimes you do need to release the environment that you're in. Sometimes you do need to release the foods that you're eating, the music that you're listening to, the places that you're going to, the clothes that you're wearing, who you're being at that moment. There's a lot of things that you can release. It's never just one. So yeah, that's how you can manifest on today, is finding one thing to let go of and make a decision that I'm not dealing with this no more. If it's anxiety, if it's fear, if it's being overwhelmed, if it's being impatient, you don't have to deal with that, because at the end of the day, all those emotions are limiting you and holding you back from really experiencing your goal as if it's happening now. So y'all, I will see y'all later. I hope that everybody has enjoyed the live today. I'll be back tomorrow for day 10. We've done 10 days doing gratitude work. If anybody has been doing this with me and you've seen any type of shift, let me know. Since it's been over a week, I'll give you a quick little update of what shifted for me. Number one, I'm thinking of others more. How my money's just not always for me. It's going to be a like me getting money is going to support people unintentionally. So I have to make sure that that's what my money does, is support people, you know, not actually giving money to nobody, but supporting myself enough to build things that will support people. I've seen different ways that I'm thinking about money, how I'm spending money. Y'all seen yesterday how we did that one prompt and how I moved through that prompt to get to a point where I was like, or was that yesterday? It don't matter. To get to a point of shifting an emotion of anxiety around spending money. So I'm releasing that. It's another thing I'm releasing. I'm releasing that anxiety because I realized that it's no longer serving me. It's just not. So you guys kind of see how I'm going through these journal prompts, how they supporting me, how I'm making it make sense for me. And I can't wait to get to day 30. We got 20 more days until day 30. But at the end of the day, if you're doing this with me, you're going to see the change too. So, bye. Have a good day.